Welcome back to another episode of the Mounties Corner. I am your host, Ed the Mountie. Welcome to
G-Money.
G-Money, baby. Episode 2, Dos. That's right, that's why we got the luchador masks on. We speak Spanish, right?
Si. What do we got over here?
Do we look ridiculous or what? Huh?
Couple French Canadians.
Couple of French Canadians, that's right.
Couple of French Canadians in Quebec.
Are we getting into the Jim Cornette thing after?
Jimmy C.
I think we
Jimmy
should.
Cornette. You want to get into it now or later? I got a bone to pick with Jimmy.
You got a bone to pick?
Yeah, I got
All
a
right.
bone to pick.
All right, go for it. Let's do it.
Jim Cornette. Let's see. Where did he start off this week? Start off with our boys.
Yep.
Start off with our boys.
Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens.
KO. I'm gonna put this in the back here because I don't need a mask to hide, and I don't need anybody to give me like some money to take it off. So good old racist Jimmy Cornette. What did he say? French Canadians are pains in the asses.
To work with, except for Pat Patterson.
Except for Pat Patterson.
That's what he said.
I wonder why, because you were at the Hall of Fame. So the difference is do you blame these guys? Do you blame Generico and Steen for not wanting to change their gimmicks? Obviously, they got somewhere.
They did get somewhere. I mean, I understand the backbone of his argument, saying that he wanted them to tweak certain things to help better their characters. I get that, you know. The fact that he thought it was a little bit weird that a Muslim redhead, wasn't that his exact words? Muslim redhead Canadian was basically portraying a luchador, so a Mexican wrestler, right? I don't know, man.
What about a Hispanic ninja named Quang?
Exactly.
Savio Vega.
Or Yokozuna, Samoan playing.
He didn't have to hide behind the mask.
That's right, but no, you know what I mean, though. Like
yeah,
he's a Samoan guy. He was playing basically a Japanese sumo wrestler, right?
Yeah, I don't know. My mind went immediately to Quang, underrated wrestler.
We're gonna throw a lot of old school wrestlers
That's
reference
for sure.
in here, and
That's
the real
for sure.
ones will understand.
So, anyways, I mean, Jim Cornette, the guys knew what they were doing. Yeah, are they a little bit of hotheads when they're younger? Yeah, but why the hell not? But they got somewhere, and if you don't have enough money to pay them to change their gimmicks, then why the hell should they? Look where they got. Obviously, Vince is gonna show the money, and Sami Zayn had to go to Dusty Rhodes promo school to learn how to cut a promo. Well, he's doing a pretty good job at it. He's pretty sincere in his promos.
Some people...
KO didn't have to lose 40 pounds. I've never seen him with his shirt off, neither that I want to.
No.
But you know what?
He trimmed his beard, though.
He trimmed his beard. Fine.
Yeah. He trimmed his beard. That's what Cornette said, too.
He's the face of America now. He's got.
I love that angle. Am I the only one?
I love the entrance ramp. It's got like his face all over it.
Yeah, that's fresh.
That's freaking awesome.
That's fresh. And you know what? I was saying that back when he used to come out on Raw and he would talk French, right? And he would basically be like, I'm French, I'm from Canadian, and then it just kind of tapered off. But I love the fact that they're bringing it in, and I love the fact that they're pushing it hard because it's perfect. It's perfect.
He's really pushing the
Canadian guy with the U.S. title.
Montreal.
Exploit that.
Not Maryville. Oh, sorry, Maryville. You guys got bumped from Montreal.
Well, he's Maryville.
Did you hear his music play at the Canadians game?
Kevin Owens?
Yeah. They played the
KO.
No
way.
Yeah,
well, they played Triple H too last night.
Yeah, but they lost. But when they played KO, they won. And I think even KO tweeted about that.
Really?
Oh, yeah, he did.
Fuck. Angles, they won.
Yeah.
No, Angles, they lost.
No, Angles was game 1. Yes,
it's game 1. Angles was game... Fuck. There's something to it. Just keep playing Kevin Owens' music.
Just play KO, and you're good.
Go Habs.
Don't play it. Well, mind you, Saturday they're in New York, so...
Oh, yeah. Well, it's okay. It'll go to 7. Jinder my balls!
The Maharaja?
It's crazy. Bollywood boys make their fucking debut, right?
Right.
And I love it. I hope that, I mean, it seems like they're gonna, work an angle where he's basically a leader of a stable.
Right.
Can you use the Davari boys?
Why not? Why not? I mean,
make it stronger. Make it like a stable of 4 or 5 people. And
throw Sami Zayn in there too?
Yeah. And you know what? I disagreed to that. What's wrong with me? That's fucking bad. What's it called?
Well, you know what? It's fresh. I mean,
shaking.
What has Jinder Mahal done in the past 5 years? Exactly everything that he's been asked to do, right?
Yeah.
Including being an idiot on 3MB.
Right.
He's lost to Hornswoggle, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You know, he's been a yes man, company man. It's a kayfabe business, right? Sorry, I used the word kayfabe.
Business.
You're
allowed. This is
whatever. Sorry, Vince. Yeah, so he's done exactly what he's needed to do, right? And he's got the image. Sorry to cut you off. His arms look great. He's worked on that. He doesn't need to wear the turban. He's got 7% body fat. He's good on the mic. And you know what? He's kind of teetering on that Muhammad Hassan gimmick that I spoke about.
He's a lot better on the mic than people think.
You don't need to. You know what?
You just got to give him that.
You don't need to take it to the Muhammad Hassan extreme. But you know what? How crazy would it be if he beat Randy Orton?
It's not out of this world. It's not out of this world. And you know, Randy being a company man, you know, he's a veteran guy running out his time. You know, and he's probably got another 10 years left.
He's still young, man.
And he should even maybe put him over. Somehow, some way, maybe even put him over. And I'm a huge Randy mark, you know, and I'm actually saying that.
I haven't noticed.
I think it'd be a fresh angle, or at the very least, if somehow Jinder doesn't win, at least make him look strong and carry this into, you know, going forward. Because it sounds like he's going to have his own merch soon, right? And they're obviously targeting the audience in India. There's a massive audience in India.
Come on, let's start it. Hashtag don't hinder on Jinder.
That's right. Hashtag is Jinder on Tinder. That's terrible.
Wasn't that Braun that was on Tinder?
Yeah.
Oh, good God.
Yeah.
Braun.
But Braun. Is that where we're going with Braun? So Braun Strowman, right?
Did we really have to do the ring implosion again? Not that it didn't look good. Somebody send that ref so I can't get wild card because he freaking went.
He flew, man. Yo,
did he not get the memo?
I don't know, but that was good stuff. I know what you're saying. It has been done before, right? But at the end of it, we all knew it was gonna happen, right? As soon as they start going up for the traditional suplex,
yeah.
and then
you see the ring like kind of, you know, balance off as they're leveling. It's a cool spot. I'm not saying
it's a cool spot.
You know, seeing it, and I thought, who was it?
Ending Raw on that note. I mean, but you have to, right? You have to.
And it's your holy SHIT moment. And, speaking about SHIT, just wanted to say a big rest in peace to the superhero in training, Rosie.
Yeah,
Rosie. The OG. Yeah. The original godfather of G Money.
That's right. So that's how George got his nickname. Actually, it was from Rosie.
Yeah, it's from Rosie, from old Matt.
Yeah.
Gonna miss him. You know, good guy, good egg. You know, had some good times there, and you know, we won't get into those, but let's just say.
It was a tragedy, man.
It was, yeah. So that one hit close to, not home, but you know.
Yeah, you knew the guy, right? Yeah. I mean, it's normal. No, hit it right in the feels, man. It's unfortunate, and you know, it raises the question: are they going to give Roman Reigns some time off right now? I mean, they should, right? They should at least give him a couple of weeks or something. I don't know if he had some issues or if it's just coincidence.
I
mean, you could play the injury angle right now. Okay, yeah, you got the Strowman angle with him going on. Okay, at Payback, I want to say. So those two are supposed to go off again.
Is he going over? Because Strowman is monster strong at this point.
You got to use the injury angle to make Roman Reigns not look too weak, because we don't want to do that, right?
Well, but you can't John Cena his ass, and man, like Bray Wyatt, remember? And then John Cena just beat Bray Wyatt, or Rusev, for that matter.
Rusev, yeah, that's it, exactly. So I do feel like Braun Strowman should get the victory in this one, right? Because the last time these two squared off, it was Roman that was on top.
I really don't know.
Clean. It was. Remember
that? Roman, right after Taker, lose to Strowman.
That's the tricky part, right? Yeah. That's the tricky part. But
that's what makes me want to watch. That's what I need to know. You know what? Leave some question marks there, and I think they'll put on a good match. I really do think they'll put on a good match.
Payback's interesting though, because you have Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt, so you have a Smackdown match there. Even though Payback's supposed to be for the Raw brand, the red brand.
It's cross-promotional, right? It's
right.
A promotional pay-per-view, kind of like what they used to do back in the days. And
yeah. So, I mean, and I think that they're removing the World Heavyweight Championship from that match with Orton and Bray. Did you hear about that?
They're going to remove it?
They're removing it.
Why?
It's just a House of Horrors match, and that's it. Because people know that he's not going to win. So at least this way it builds some sort of suspense. I don't know.
Oh, I thought it was for the title.
It was supposed to be, but I think they removed it according to the website.
What is this House of Horrors match? Is this like this 3 cages of doom that WCW had once? Remember that? The cage on top of a cage on top of a cage?
I think they should bring that back, by the way. Do you guys remember that one? Because that was freaking
I vaguely
awesome.
remember that one.
All I remember was the Ready to Rumble movie that came out a little
David
shortly
Arquette?
after. David Arquette.
David Arquette.
World
Former
Heavyweight Champion.
Champion, baby.
That was bullshit. That was fucking stupid.
Total BS.
That was more stupid than me wearing this right now.
I think you kind of look good.
Yeah?
Except for the logo.
It brings out my eyes,
Except
eh?
for the logo.
I like the logo. You can keep the faith, baby.
What else we got this week?
Alexa Bliss is rocking it, man.
Little Miss Bliss. So, question for you.
She's so good. I love her theme. I've been fucking having a replay repeat all week.
Who has the advantage now? Who's got the more better future? Charlotte on SmackDown or Alexa on Raw? Sexy Lexi.
For argument's sake,
Say it.
Sexy Lexi has got the better hand.
I think
because it's technically the bigger show, right? She's never been on it, if I want to say. I don't think she's been on it. This is her first time, right?
It's her first time on Raw.
Yeah, because she wasn't on the show before this whole brand split happened. So I think that this is going to do wonders for her career. I really do. And
Yeah,
I think they rushed it a little bit, having her as #1 contender already. I mean,
yeah,
you
but they
don't
did
wanna
the
have her
same
go
thing
in
with
and
Charlotte on the
lose.
other side. And I mean, Charlotte eventually is headed for a collision course with Becky Lynch, because that's, no offense to the SmackDown women's division, but other than Charlotte, Becky is top notch over there.
yeah.
And
Naomi's the main one.
Yeah,
though,
you know what?
though.
She's
really she's picked it up.
She's
though,
been.
in the last few
I'm
months,
curious to see what they want to do with Tamina to build her on there. But I feel like Alexa's gonna have some good matches with Sasha. I think they've had some feuds in NXT back in the day.
Right.
I just think long term, she's gonna be the #1 heel. I'd like to see a potential Alexa versus Nia Jax, as Nia maybe potentially turns face, because Sasha the inevitable heel turn to face Bailey.
They're really taking their sweet time with that one.
They are, but I really like the prospect of Nia turning. Her she's obviously not your traditional women's wrestler / diva. She's a bigger woman. Not to say she's not good looking. She's got a really pretty face.
She does.
A model.
A model, actually.
Right?
Yeah.
So for bigger women, and
does she have a pin that says "Yes, I am a model"?
No, I think you needed that. Did you ever get that?
No, but I should.
Maybe she can call Rick Martel, another French Canadian wrestler. Jim Cornette.
Difficult to work with, Jim
Cornette.
Cornette. Fuck you, Cornette.
So yeah, I just who better than Alexa to put her over like that, and to have that feud of kind of bullying her around and saying you're too big and you don't look good in a way.
That's a really good idea.
And
but with this whole anti-bullying campaign, be a star, the whole deal, right?
Yeah, make her feel good.
Would they teeter on that topic?
Why not?
Do you think so?
Why not?
I don't know, man. I feel like there's some topics you don't see as much anymore.
I'm not saying you got to take it to the Attitude Era. But,
no, that's true a little bit.
We're not talking about the Attitude Era where you gotta, make her fart in public and all that stuff and make her seem embarrassed. But, that's how you create stars. Like you create a star. Young girls. It's not all about young boys also, but you wanna cultivate that future female division fan base.
Yeah.
And I think that can be something good down the road.
Do you think Alexa has a chance against Bailey? Or do you think she hangs on a little bit longer?
I think she hangs on. I think Sasha gets involved there. Then they do that feud. And I'd like to start seeing some secondary feuds with the females on both shows.
Yeah.
So I feel like maybe that Alexa Nia thing can work at the same time. There's a lot of time on Raw, as unfortunately I think might happen on SmackDown coming soon. Speaking of time.
The thing is, there's been a lot of back and forth with people, who has come out on top after the superstar shakeup. It's tough. It's tough to say.
It's too early.
It is a little bit too early. Raw obviously hit the jackpot with The Miz, right? I know you're not you didn't think you weren't too fond on that move.
Yeah, but because it was toned down, right? Like the Miz TV reality based stuff on Tuesday nights was gold, and you expect to see that on Monday night.
He's working with Ambrose. Still,
I know. And
Ambrose is fucking boring these days.
They're really trying with him.
He's really complacent. I'm hearing rumors that backstage, some people, and I think he mentioned it actually on Raw. That's where the story came from, because he was like, "You're boring, you don't do anything," or something like that. A little bit of
the reality base. But
yeah, and I like that though.
I like that. I don't know if that's true, because then they wouldn't give Dean Ambrose the time of day. But I kind of feel like they're not trying to hit a reset, but they're trying to like get him, to push him a little bit. I kind of thought and didn't think that they would bring up the whole Renee wedding stuff. We just finished doing that with Bella and Cena. So maybe they didn't want to do it again, and that's okay. I guess it just seems like they established Miz TV on Tuesday nights and wanted to bring it to the bigger platform on Raw, and it just fizzled a little for me. I didn't like it as much as it wasn't the same. I used to look forward to Miz TV just to like see that back and forth banter. Smackdown landed the opportunity. Future 3-hour show.
Oh, maybe.
As much as I don't want to, I kind of see it happening.
It's hard to say. I like the 2-hour slot. I love it, actually, because number one, it's done earlier, and number two, it's just a lot more exciting. There's going to be less bullshit, because it must be hard to fill that third hour. Right. It must be incredibly hard, and I think Triple H actually mentioned that in a podcast with Austin a few years ago, right? So I don't know exactly if they're going to do it. If anything, it's on Vince to maybe even rethink putting Raw to 2 hours. Would that change some stuff?
You can't put back Raw 2 hours now. They probably sold the advertisements and all that stuff. The advertising revenue is too much. It's live TV. It's almost as good as sports, as live sports, right? It's weekly live television. So something's gonna work out there.
One thing that...
Do you have, sorry to cut you off, a 1-hour network exclusive of SmackDown?
What do you mean?
I don't know. You just have the first hour on the network.
What are you going to put?
I want to see Becky. Yeah. I want to see the Alpha every week. I want to see some of these, these up-and-comers. Eventually Nakamura. Yeah. Eventually Nakamura is going to be more than just video packages and dark matches, just so people can stay during 205 Live.
And that's where SmackDown hit a home run with getting him. I mean, I know it wasn't a shake-up. He was called up, technically.
Home run, great.
But holy fuck.
Eventually he's going to have to be on TV. And, we discussed this last week. Great with Dolph Ziggler.
I love the way he talks, too. Nakamura. Face a yo.
Does he need... Do you think he needs a mouthpiece? Do you think he needs somebody there?
Oh, because he actually has a mouthpiece.
No, but I meant like an actual...
That's funny. I thought you were going somewhere with that. See what I did there?
I used the word mouthpiece for a reason.
Like
G-Money. Do you think he needs a Yamaguchi-san? Like chubby, yo baby.
Maybe. I mean, for a face wrestler to have a mouthpiece, it's very rare these days, isn't it?
Yeah, he seems like he struggled just to say I am Shinsuke Nakamura.
A little bit, but
as long as his lips don't start moving in a different line, like Kai and Tai style.
Come on over here,
Kai and Tai style. Indeed. That was good stuff.
That was good stuff right there. But what isn't good stuff is Dash Wilder being injured, and apparently he's out until July, and that sucks. And
opportunity for another NXT tag team to come up.
Fuck, I know.
DIY.
Yeah.
I like those.
Yeah, because they're just as entertaining, if not more.
I mean, you got the Authors of Pain still down there.
The Revival, man, like fuck, they're so good, and
like
what
they remind me of the Brainbusters.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Me and Nathan call them the low budget Arn Andersons.
Really, I didn't know that. I thought that was my original idea.
Was it you?
No,
well, great minds then,
No, it's got that Arn.
It's hard to drink coffee with this thing on. I will say that. 2 jabronis getting coffee
in a cart.
That's right. But Dash Wilder, that sucks, man. What's he gonna? What is Dawson gonna do now? Seriously, you gonna have a fucking singles run?
No, you take them off. You take them off, and you have them come back better than ever. They already got the heat from sending the New Day off to SmackDown. They got that rub. What was their little T-shirts and all that stuff? They seem to be picking at people. So just keep them off and maybe bring up somebody else, or maybe it opens an opportunity.
The DIY is a good idea.
Or maybe what if you kept the colognes on Raw? Finally,
that's right. They're not
dropped the shining. They wore the trunks, but they dropped the gimmick and the music.
So what's the deal, right? So these guys haven't won a match on Raw since Christ died, And then fucking they come over to SmackDown and then they win their first match. And I get it, you know, like you gotta push them, right?
Yeah.
You gotta make them look good, especially in their debuts, right? And who's the other one? Who was the other? Oh, Charlotte.
Well,
Charlotte's another one.
Charlotte
And then Jinder. We're going back to Jinder again. Same sort of story. Like Jinder hadn't won a match on Raw since like what, 3 years ago?
But it's fresh. It's fresh. And
I love it.
And it was even fresh to see the Colognes do well. They're good. They're good talents.
They are good. They've always had weird ass little gimmicks, and it's one of those things like you have to do what you can. You have to do it.
With the Matadors?
I like them. I didn't tell a lot of people. You like them?
I kind of like the.
I like the little. Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Fuck, it was awesome. Remember that ladder match? Wasn't it like a mini TLC?
Yeah, mini TLC against Old Horny.
Oh, that was so good stuff.
Oh man, that was. I
didn't get the credit it deserved.
That was on the network.
I was a massive fan of that stuff, man. Let me tell you.
Too bad we don't have the on-demand stuff here.
Yeah.
With Bell, so we can't really go back and watch that on demand.
No, I know we don't have that. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody wants to be on the channel. Somebody wants to be on the video.
I don't know. I think we've been exposed here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We got to wrap it up,
I think we got to wrap it up.
All right, we got to wrap it up, guys.
We got to wrap it up. So
we out.
What do we got on tap for next time? You got anything we
well, next week, we could obviously discuss the current Raw and SmackDown developments as they go, because let's be real, they have been good. Raw's been better the last few weeks, I have to say.
Yeah, I kind of expect to taper off after WrestleMania.
Yeah,
right?
But I still feel like some of the storylines are strong. It's going to be interesting to see what they do with Strowman and Reigns and you know, the women's division and the tag team division.
Right.
I wanted to actually touch base on that one real quick. Do you think that with Sheamus and Cesaro going up against
the Hardys?
Thank you. Is this a good opportunity to turn those two completely heel? I don't think they're gonna do it. Cesaro is too over, right? Like
he's too over, and plus they just made Sheamus into a face. It took them like 8 months.
It did. Yeah, you're right. I was just curious. I'm like,
if there was something,
there's signs of it here and there,
and
then they just
to break up.
take it away.
I would have probably broken up that tag team over in the draft. Sorry, I'm still gonna call it the draft.
Yeah,
superstar.
It's the draft. Fuck, it's the
draft. Shake me up.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, and I'm also hearing rumors real quick that fucking Jeff Hardy, they might be having him do a singles push now.
I mean, Jeff Hardy, right, former WWE
Brother
champion.
Nero. By the way, they're supposed to be hopefully getting closer and closer and closer to debuting that broken gimmick, because that's
if
you watch my old video,
that's what the fans want, right? That's what the fans want to see.
It's
then you know they're not gonna get it, right? Just like we want to see Roman.
No, wait. This is what McMahon said. Let's face it. I give you what you want. That's right. That's what I do.
Right. Not all the time, but that's okay. That's what keeps us on our toes. That's what keeps you and me jibber jabbering back and forth.
That's true. But we got to wrap it up.
We got to wrap it up. So,
all right, guys. Thanks for watching. Guys, hit the subscribe button. You hit the bell. Hit the bell, man.
Remember that one?
What?
You think you know me. You think you know me.
Yeah, test.
You are lost.
This isn't a test.
And scared. And you think you know me. You think you know me.
You think you know me. Oh, man. All right, guys. Like this video.
With
subscribe
benefit of
for
flash
more.
photography, going to give you that 5-second pose as we go out. Ready?
Yep.
And go.
Rip.